hardest thing you can learn about women isn't about cheap tricks or rehearsed lines. It's about deeply understanding who they are and what really drives them. The problem is that most men spend their entire lives trying to decipher women using logic, when the secret is to connect emotionally. Yes, my friend, women live in the realm of emotion, and you won't get anywhere with them if you insist on ignoring it. Knowing how to deal with their feelings doesn't mean becoming a doormat or guessing what they want. It means understanding that the actions that have an impact are those that touch where it matters, emotionally. This video will show you how to read these signs and use them to your advantage. Pay attention, because here you will learn what most men will never understand. Number 1. How to understand women's true emotional language. The words that come out of a woman's mouth don't always reflect what she's truly feeling. And if you don't understand that, you'll be fooled by the surface. Their emotional language is in their gestures, facial expressions, tone of voice, and, most importantly, changes in behavior. For example, when she says everything is fine, but the tone of voice conveys impatience or sadness, it is because everything is far from fine. A man who knows how to read these nuances is light years ahead of most. This requires you to be attentive, observing the details and not just waiting for obvious answers. Women value men who can understand what they feel without having to say everything in words. This emotional reading skill is not optional, it is essential. Number 2. What they really value in a confident man. Confidence is not about being the strongest, the most beautiful, or the richest. It's about knowing who you are and not being afraid to show it. A confident man doesn't need constant validation, and that's irresistible to a woman. She doesn't want someone who depends on her to feel good about themselves. You want someone who is a rock, a reference of stability. This does not mean being arrogant or controlling, but being firm in your decisions and beliefs. When you demonstrate that you are comfortable with who you are, without fear of rejection, women notice. And here's the secret. They won't fall in love with the man who does everything to please them, but rather with the man who respects himself and has a clear purpose in life. Number 3. The importance of acting authentically in the game of seduction. Women have an incredible radar for detecting fakery, so if you try to be someone you're not to impress them, you've already lost the game. Authenticity is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have, but few have the courage to be authentic. Many fall into the trap of wearing social masks, pretending to like things they don't like or acting exaggerated to attract attention. This is a shot in the foot because in the long run, no one can maintain a facade. True connection only happens when you are honest about who you are and what you are looking for. Women value a man who is real, even if it means he has flaws. So forget the tricks and be yourself. True power lies in not being afraid to show your essence. Number 4. Why listening is more powerful than talking in their world. Have you ever stopped to really listen to a woman? I'm not talking about listening out of obligation or waiting your turn to speak, but about genuinely paying attention. This is rare because most men want to impress with words, when the real impact is in the ability to listen. When you listen, you learn what really matters to her, what makes her happy or worries her. And do you know what happens? She feels valued because she realizes that you are not just there to show your opinion, but to understand hers. Women open up to those who truly listen, and this creates an emotional connection that is the foundation of any strong relationship. Do you want to impress a woman? Talk less and listen more. It's simple but powerful. Number 5. How small gestures build big emotional impact. Forget grand gestures or exaggerated statements. It's the small daily acts that really win a woman over. An unexpected message saying you thought of her, remembering something she mentioned casually, or even opening the door for her to enter are examples of how details make a difference. These gestures show that you pay attention and care, without requiring great effort or hidden intentions. Women do not seek perfection, but consistency. When you show attention and care in small moments, you build a solid foundation of trust and attraction. The emotional impact of a simple but sincere gesture is much greater than any speech or expensive gift. Number 6. The difference between being just attractive and being unforgettable. Attraction is easy to generate. Could be good looks, an interesting conversation, or even a confident attitude. But be unforgettable? This goes beyond the surface and requires you to leave an emotional mark. Women don't just remember pretty faces. They remember how you made them feel. To be unforgettable, you need to go beyond superficial validation and create experiences that stand out. This can be done through unique gestures, unexpected moments, or simply through authenticity. Show empathy. Know how to listen and be truly present when you are with her. When a woman feels that you are different from anything she has ever experienced, you stop being just another man and become the one she cannot forget. Number 7. Why patience is your greatest ally when dealing with women. Many men miss incredible opportunities because they are in a hurry. When you're dealing with women, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a strategy. The best connections take time to develop. If you try to rush things or push for immediate results, you risk pushing her away. Women value a man who understands their time, who knows how to wait for the right moment without seeming anxious or desperate. Patience shows that you are confident in yourself, that you don't need constant validation, and that you are willing to build something solid. This creates a foundation of trust that few men can achieve. So slow down, observe, and allow things to flow naturally. Number 8. The secret behind the self-confidence they can't resist. Self-confidence is not something you can fake. It is a genuine reflection of how you see yourself and the value you place on yourself. Women are extremely attracted to confident men, but here's the secret. Confidence is not arrogance. It's about being clear about your value without the need to put others down or prove something. A confident man doesn't seek approval, doesn't fear rejection, and knows exactly what he wants. He enters any space with an energy that effortlessly attracts attention. If you're comfortable in your own skin, that's contagious. They cannot resist this energy because it conveys security, stability, and, above all, maturity. Work on your self-confidence, and you will be unbeatable. Number 9. How to show interest without seeming desperate. Showing interest is essential, but many men make the mistake of exaggerating, giving the impression of desperation. The secret is in balance. Show that you care without compromising your own worth. Respond to her messages, ask her out, but never put aside your life, your goals, and your priorities. Women quickly notice when a man makes them the center of the universe, and this can be a huge turnoff. Instead, be consistent but not excessive. Show that you are interested, but that your attention is a privilege, not an obligation. This type of attitude creates a perfect balance between attraction and mutual respect. Number 10. The skill that separates ordinary men from extraordinary ones. If there is one skill that truly differentiates an ordinary man from an extraordinary one, it is the ability to solve problems calmly and intelligently. Women are not just looking for beauty or interesting conversation. They look for someone who can be a pillar in difficult times. When you are the kind of man who faces challenges without losing his composure, who makes decisions clearly, and who offers solutions instead of creating more problems, you automatically stand out. This skill shows maturity, leadership, and self-confidence, qualities that are irresistible to any woman. Be the man who, faced with any situation, knows how to maintain control and find the best path. This is the real difference that makes you someone they admire and choose to be by their side. If you understand each point here, it's time to put them into practice. Apply these lessons to your life, and you will see a difference not only in how women perceive you, but also in how you perceive yourself. Let's continue with the video, but first, if you've made it this far, my love, comment below with the word 100% or something similar to let you know, to confirm that you've learned from the video so far. For more interesting topics, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it later. The secret to conquering any woman. The secret to winning over any woman is not magic words or well-practiced tricks. It's a game that goes beyond the superficial and requires emotional skill, social intelligence, and self-confidence. Most men make the mistake of focusing only on appearance or one-liners, when in reality, the key lies in something much deeper. Women seek a connection that goes beyond the physical. They want someone who understands their emotions, who makes them feel safe and, at the same time, challenged. This text will reveal the secrets that most men never realize. If you really want to make a difference and win over any woman, pay attention to every detail. Before we continue, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share this content to help other men understand what really works. Number 1. The importance of creating an emotional connection before anything else. If you want to truly conquer a woman, you need to understand that their hearts are moved by emotions. You can be the most handsome guy in the room, but if you don't know how to create an emotional connection, you'll be just another guy. Emotional connection begins when you truly care about what she thinks, feels, and wants. This means listening, but really listening without just waiting for your turn to speak. Ask about what's important to her. Find out her passions, her fears, and her dreams. It's not about agreeing with everything she says, but about showing that you value her perspective. This connection creates a solid foundation, something that goes beyond physical attraction and that many men completely ignore. Be the man she feels she can trust and share, and you'll already be miles ahead of most. Number 2. How body language can change the game in your favor. Your body speaks before you even open your mouth. And, believe me, women are experts at deciphering every detail of what you convey. A confident posture, shoulders back and direct gaze convey security and maturity. If you enter a room looking at the floor, with your hands in your pockets and avoiding eye contact, you have already lost points. Your body language should communicate that you know who you are and are comfortable in your own skin. Furthermore, approach it calmly without rushing. Show that you are present in the moment, but without appearing anxious or desperate. Small gestures, like leaning in slightly when she speaks, show genuine interest. These signs not only make you more attractive, but also create an aura of irresistible confidence. Number 3, what to do to stand out from the crowd of suitors. The biggest mistake men make is trying to be like everyone else. You need to be different. When you demonstrate unique values, authentic passions, and a clear sense of purpose, you automatically stand out. Don't try to impress her by talking about things you think she wants to hear. Show who you really are. Be someone she admires for your authenticity and ambition. Extraordinary men are those who live an interesting life, who have hobbies, goals, and stories to tell. Be the one she sees as a challenge, not as someone who will do anything to please her at any cost. Show that you have standards and that you are there because you want to, not because you have to. When you are a self-assured man, it is like a magnet that attracts the most interesting women. Number 4, the art of being mysterious without seeming unapproachable. One of the biggest secrets of seduction is knowing how to balance interest and mystery. This doesn't mean being cold or indifferent, but rather not revealing everything about yourself right away. Women are naturally curious, and when you keep a little mystery, you awaken their desire to know more. Don't give away all the details of your life in a single meeting. Let her ask questions. Let her feel like finding out more about you. But be careful not to appear unapproachable or uninterested. The secret is to be engaging, but not predictable. Be that man who makes her think, who she feels like she needs to figure out. This balance between being available and maintaining an air of exclusivity is one of the most powerful tools to win over any woman. Number 5, why women are attracted to confident men. Trust is the foundation of all seduction. A confident man doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. He just knows who he is and is comfortable with it. But be careful. Confidence is not arrogance. It's knowing what you want, being clear about your values, and not being afraid to take a stand. Women are attracted to men who exude this security because it conveys that you can handle challenges and offer stability. This doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Showing vulnerability at the right time is also a sign of strength. Authentic confidence is built when you invest in yourself, your goals, and your personal evolution. If you believe in yourself, she will too. Now that you know the secret to winning over any woman, it's time to put it into practice. Be attentive, confident, and authentic in all your interactions. Remember, it's not about manipulating them, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. Number 6, how to transform insecurity into irresistible charm. Insecurity is something we all face at some point, but what sets extraordinary men apart is how they deal with it. Instead of hiding your vulnerabilities, you can use them to your advantage. Women don't seek perfection. They want someone who is real. Admitting that you're not perfect but that you're willing to improve is incredibly attractive. This shows self-confidence because you are not pretending to be something you are not. Furthermore, learning to laugh at yourself in moments of insecurity can completely change the dynamics of an interaction. By turning your failures into learning points, you create a natural charm that's hard to resist. Show that, despite your imperfections, you have the courage to be authentic and grow. Number 7, the power of the right words at the right time. Knowing what to say is an art, but knowing when to say it is even more important. Words have the power to create deep connections or destroy any chance of rapprochement. It's not about memorizing ready-made sentences, but about understanding the moment and the emotion involved. A genuine compliment, given at the right time, can have a much greater impact than dozens of generic comments. Likewise, a word of support or encouragement during a difficult time can make her see you as someone special. The secret is to be sincere and pay attention to the context. Listen carefully and respond with intention. Women value men who know how to express their thoughts and feelings in a clear and impactful way, but without exaggeration. Number 8, common mistakes that turn women away and how to avoid them. The biggest mistakes men make when conquering are related to anxiety and lack of perception. Being clingy, sending excessive messages, or trying to rush things are attitudes that turn off any woman. Another common mistake is trying to overly impress her, whether by showing material possessions or telling stories that sound forced. Women perceive these attitudes as signs of insecurity, and that is a big problem. Instead, be natural and let things flow at the right pace. Another flaw is not respecting her limits, insisting on something when she is clearly not comfortable. Remember, respect and patience are fundamental. Learn to watch for the signs and adjust your actions as needed, and you will see a big difference in results. Number 9, the role of consistency in achievement and relationships. Being consistent is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have, but it is also one of the least practiced. Many start out well with caring and attentive attitudes, but over time they leave this aside. Women value constancy because it creates confidence and stability. This doesn't mean you need to be predictable or monotonous. It's about being trustworthy. If you show interest, maintain it over time. There is no point in acting one way during the conquest and then changing completely. Consistency shows that you are genuine and that she can count on you, no matter the stage of the relationship. This is the basis for building something solid and lasting. Number 10, how to be unforgettable even after the first date. The secret to being unforgettable is not in grand gestures, but in the details that show who you really are. A memorable first date doesn't depend on the place or the occasion, but on how you make her feel. Show genuine interest, listen more than you talk, and create moments of connection that go beyond the superficial. Surprise her by remembering something she casually mentioned, whether it's a passion, a hobby, or a dream. And, above all, end the date on a positive note, making it clear that you enjoyed the time you spent together. A simple gesture, like a message the next day thanking you for your company, can make all the difference. Being unforgettable means being authentic, attentive, and showing that you value the person beyond the meeting. Now that you have these strategies, it's time to apply them to your life. Conquering a woman is a process that requires attention, patience, and authenticity. Be the man who stands out not by trying too hard, but by being confident and consistent. If this content was useful to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and share with your friends. Remember, the secret to winning over any woman is who you are, not what you pretend to be. Until next time.